Hi, everyone. This is the Trip Doctor Travel Update. I'm Evan Jordan, a professor in the Department of Health and Wellness Design at the Indiana University School of Public Health, Bloomington. My research area focuses on the intersection of travel and health. And I also run a tourism-focused website and podcast called The Trip Doctor. Right now, my focus is mainly on understanding the intersection of coronavirus, COVID-19, and how that's affecting people's health while they travel. So you may have read in the news recently that the governor of Texas today just announced a mask requirement for everyone in the state. So if you're going to be in a public place in the state of Texas and you cannot maintain physical distance between yourself and other people, you are required to wear a mask. So Texas actually joins quite a few other states. There's about 20 right now in the US that require mask wearing in most public spaces if you can't maintain physical distance between people. Most of the other states that have these requirements are on the West Coast or the Northeast, although there's a couple in the Midwest, Illinois and Michigan being the two that have those similar requirements. There's interestingly only 4 states that don't have a mask requirement right now. So Wisconsin, Iowa, South Dakota, and Montana are the only states that don't have mask requirements. And other states in the West and Southeast, other parts of the Midwest have some mask requirements. So you might have to wear a mask if you go in for something like a haircut or if you go to restaurants, that sort of things. So it's really a tough landscape out there to understand, to know where you need to wear a mask and where you don't. So if you're going to take a trip, of course, you probably want to be as informed as possible about what you're going to need to do while you're traveling, especially if you're going out for the 4th of July this weekend. There's actually a great website. It's called masksforall.co. And they have a really interesting map. It's color coded. It's got all the latest information on there. They share their sources, where they're getting their data from. So if you plan on traveling at all, I highly recommend checking out that website, looking up the requirements for what you're going to need to do in terms of wearing a mask when you travel. But from my own perspective, regardless of the requirements in the place that you go, my recommendation is always to wear a mask when you're in a public space, if you can't maintain physical distance between yourself and other people, or sometimes even if you can maintain physical distance between yourself and other people, it's a pretty low commitment activity to try and keep yourself and others safe from getting a COVID infection, because we know that the main mode of transmission for COVID-19 is through respiratory droplets. So, recommendation from me, always wear a mask. In some places, you're actually going to be required to wear them. And a lot of times there's fines or other types of penalties associated if you are not wearing a mask and there is a requirement to do so. So if you're going to be traveling for the 4th of July weekend or really into the future, I really recommend looking up those requirements for the places that you are going to visit.